Welcome to Nostalgic Necro, and today in the arena I've got something really interesting to share with you guys. It's not this Kavaero deck, I know that is not interesting. What's interesting is the video concept idea that I've got. I'm going to try something new today, and I'm curious to see if you guys will resonate with it. So basically, let me tell you the story behind it. When I was away on my vacation, I never got to play the whole Kavaero thing, and I saw a whole bunch of other content creators play it. And like, for example, when I was away, I was always on Aboji's channel, you know, a really great content creator that I love watching. Go check out his channel. But he was playing against Kavaero, and he was like so frustrated about it. And you know, I could see that like people were really angry with his deck, but I never got a chance to do it myself. And I was yearning to do it, and I thought to myself, I want to play this deck, but I don't think you guys necessarily want to watch it because it's like the same old Kavaero. So I thought, how do I actually make it interesting for you guys? And the idea that I came up with was this. I'm going to do a Learning to Platinum series where I'm going to release potentially multiple videos, me navigating a single deck to something like Platinum. So today's going to be like part 1. And if at the end of this video I'm in Platinum, then there's no part 2. But if at the end of this video I'm not in Platinum, then you can know that there's a part 2 coming out sometime next week, and so on for part 3 and part 4 and part 5 until eventually I get to Platinum. And just let me just say, don't worry, it's not going to be in place of any content. It's going to be like extra content. So on some days, I'm just going to be releasing 2 videos instead of 1 until I finally hit that Platinum goal. And I'm curious to see if you guys will find that kind of video idea interesting, or want to watch like a journey of me starting having never played this deck before, and then like making mistakes and then figuring out the lines and then eventually getting all the way to Platinum. And yeah, that's kind of the idea for the series. We'll see how it goes. But let me just get back to this list. The reason I'm so excited to play it, or it's been itching at me, is a couple of things. The one is, let me just say, I really like Awaken the Undead, and I never got to play it in any of the decks that I've played, so I really wanted to try it. It's a card that's always been sort of interesting to me, and I wanted to experiment with it. The second thing is the Kavaero, like I said, I never got my opportunity to do it because I went on vacation, and I just think it looks really cool. I've never done anything like, you know, reanimate these creatures that are not actually supposed to be reanimated, but now we can reanimate them for 4 mana. Okay, great. Makes a lot of sense. But so that's the other thing. Like, I just wanted to do it myself. But the third thing is this. I'm actually kind of interested in this deck from a technical perspective, because I play quite a lot of Reanimator, and my general strategy would be to play 8 reanimation spells. But Kavaero is special because he's the only creature or card, I believe, in current standard that can do what it does and reanimate these creatures that are not actually supposed to be reanimatable, which is kind of nuts. So it's interesting because it's almost like people had to figure out how to optimize for Kavaero. You can't add another reanimation spell because there's no other one that does what he does. So you're just stuck with 4 Kavaeros unless you want to try and like merge more reanimation in. And what people have seemed to have done is like just added so much mill to the deck, like with the Cash Grab, with the Dredger's Insight, and the Town Greeter, you know, the Awaken the Undead, everything else is just mill, so that you can get to that Kavaero as consistently as possible. So I'm curious to see how that works and whether that changes the way I approach the game and how different it is from my usual tactic, which is to have 8 reanimation spells. So I want to see how that works out. So yeah, anyways, trying something a little bit different today. But as always, I may be the Nostalgic Necro, but I'm putting my nostalgia aside because everyone else got to do Kavaero, and I had to watch from a distance when I was on vacation, and I had a great time on vacation, but I'm back and I just have to do the Kavaero thing myself at least once, see how it feels. Let's find out how it goes in the arena today. Okay, Kavaero, here we go. We go first. Need to just find Kavaero, and we have mill. Pretty good. This is black. Multiversal Passage. We'll just do this. Next turn, Overlord looking for Kavaero. Cavern of Souls means it can't be countered. Ah, okay. So it's about whether we can do it quickly enough. We can just do this on blue. And pay 2 life. Get this mill going. No Kavaero. It's all about, can you find Kavaero? Also, you got to put good stuff in your graveyard. Okay, we can play Kiora next turn. Let's put all this stuff in the bin. Okay. Let's see, Kavaero. What is Kavaero actually? Just it's a spider, right? It must be a spider because it's from the Spider-Man set. I hope it's a spider. It is a spider. Okay. Well, we got the Kavaero, so it doesn't. Oh, wait, sorry. We need to bin this and this, right? Yeah. Okay. Got to bin all that good stuff, and then. I've waited so long to do this. Like my whole holiday, I was like, I can't wait to do this. I can't wait to do the Kavaero thing. I have to be honest. I was longing for Kavaero. Block up. Because we get it back with Kavaero. What does Kavaero need? It needs blue. We got black, we got blue, so it doesn't matter what we play. Okay. We get this. I almost misclicked there, man. Okay. That's cool. What happens? We deal damage to you. Good game. Okay. Oh, because of the... Oh, that's cool. Kiora. Then... Land. Land. We don't need land. Okay. Put in scoops there. Oh, that was pretty cool. Oh, that was pretty cool. I like this. Okay, this is gonna be... I'm gonna enjoy this video. Okay, starting with a nice win there. Getting it right off the bat. It always feels good. See, so this is interesting. Like, this is actually pretty good because you got lots of mill, and in this deck you just have to mill to find your stuff. I think that's a good hand. Okay, start with... We need green. Sorry, opponent. I'm and then this is a swamp. Oh, sorry. This is not the. Sorry. That's the. I always get confused between the Verge lands and these ones. Okay. Got the Awaken the Undead. Let's put down a creature to block. 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh. Maybe I should have done that. Maybe I should have used Cash Grab, then I would have had Kavaero. Whoops. Okay, well we can take out the Undead. Oh boy, I have to take damage from that. Okay, well we have to kill the Nemesis before we do anything. So we need to preserve as much life as possible. So we can enter this tap. No, we need the blue. We need blue, damn. We need... Oh, okay, so this has to enter untapped. Oof. Might be a bit too much damage, actually. No attacks. Yeah, because now we need to double Cash Grab and still have a turn for Kavaero. Damn, so had I started with the Cash Grab, I actually would have had Kavaero. So you start with Cash Grab if you don't have Kavaero, is that the lesson learned here? I mean, if you don't have Kavaero and you have a choice between starting Town Greeter and the Cash Grab, you go for Cash Grab. Okay, we don't top deck the Kavaero, so we were just too slow there. Mill 3 cards, but we don't return anything to hand. Kiora is a blocker. We just did, right? Just did. Kiora. Don't need you. All the creatures can go. Oh boy. Oh, we draw cards. Okay. I forgot. Okay. I think I learned the lesson there. Cash Grab or something that can fetch you Kavaero if you don't have Kavaero. In other words, if you don't have Kavaero in hand, dig as deep as possible for Kavaero. Okay, dig for Kavaero, dig for Kavaero, dig for Kavaero. I must remember that. That's like an important thing, I think. Okay, opponent goes first. This is a keepable hand. It is keepable. Oh boy. Okay, mono white can be a little bit slower. That's good. Get this down on green. Oh, what? Oh, no. I should have brought that in tapped. What am I doing? Yeah, there's a lot of pain lands in this deck. Yeah, I gotta figure out the best sequencing between the multiversal passage and the starting town. I just feel like I don't know that yet. Oh man, okay, so now we need to... okay. Doing that. Preserve as much life, and let's look for Kavaero. We don't find Kavaero. Take the... we have 4 lands, so we don't need more land. I guess we just take the Town Greeter. Okay, this gains us life, actually. Artifacts, creatures. Okay, that's pretty good. So next turn again, I'm going for the Digger's Deep. Oh, that's great. Okay, that's fine, I think. Okay, so now we have to go for the deepest Kavaero dig. So we're going for the Overlord here. No Kavaero. Damn. Okay, that's not great. And we're still okay for life, but we haven't found it. Okay. So now we need to... so our option's going to be... we just dig for Kavaero, right? That's the lesson I learned in the last game. I'm just going to keep at it. I'm just going to dig as deep as I can. Oh boy. Okay. So we just go for you. Have a blocker. And we can dig one more time. Do we find Kavaero? We find Kavaero. Well, just get as many creatures into the bin, right? If you find Kavaero. So now it's whether they can find removal or grow one of these Ajani's big enough. Oh, they got the bat. I'm not even like I'm like sitting here like concentrating and like I didn't realize they have the bat. I assume they're gonna play the bat. We can still top deck Kavaero. Oh, we don't have our blocker anymore. Oh, okay, right. Damn. Damn, okay. Okay. First game, this deck felt invincible. Now I can see it's got its limitations, but I still think that's the right strategy. Just dig for Kavaero. Okay. I'm sticking to that strategy. I'm not giving up. Okay, we go first this time, and we have Kavaero in hand. Okay, great. So now it's... so I guess if you have Kavaero in hand, then your whole strategy is to get as many creatures into the bin as you can. So I guess the tactic shifts now. Obviously, if they control, you also want to find the Cavern of Souls. So then you would also be looking to play the... what's it? The Greeter? So that you could dig for land. Okay, we go with this. And... Overlord, this is equal to this. They're both 4. Yeah, decline everything. Just want creatures in the bin, and we also want to get... oh, right, we need to get the bringer. The bringer. Yes, oh, we don't actually have... we don't have it, the bringer in yet. Okay, sorry, I forgot about that. Oh. Okay. So we need to find this bringer. This is instant speed, so we don't have to do it now. And... wait. Would I rather... spider? Yeah, it's fine. We'll just cash grab. I was trying to figure out if it's Cure or cash grab, but I think let's try get the the last bringer into the graveyard. Okay, that's great. Okay. Yeah, it's... I mean, they don't really... I guess it's smart play by the opponent because they don't really have a target with this deck and they know it. If we can do our thing, they know they're going to lose. So they don't really have to hold up the starting town for... sorry, the starting town, the Sheltered by Ghosts for anything like impactful to remove. It's all about killing us as quickly as possible. So I think the opponent's figured out a good line here, actually. So we need to hit the bringer with this. 1, 2, 3, 4. We don't hit the bringer. Damn. I guess we'll take this land. Okay, so do you Kavaero here? We can get a Terra. We can get Terra. We can get Kiora. It's a 5-4. What's our opponent's board state here? What am I doing? Wait, where's the opponent's board state? Oh, geez, the board state's insane. We just did. Sorry, opponent, I'm thinking. Yeah, we just did, right? Okay. Oh boy. Okay, things are not going to plan here. Things are not going to plan at all. Okay, I think what you have to do with this deck, the whole thing is you don't really care about what your opponent's doing. It's all about optimizing your own state. You have to get as quickly as possible, like you must constantly be thinking about how to get as quickly as possible to the, Kavaero bringer thing. And just focus on that, like get that sequencing right. So we have Kavaero, so we can, this is 4 and this is, they're both 4, right? This Myojin mills 4, so they're both 4, so I think those are equal. Opponent negates that, interesting by the opponents. Regi's inside or get the Kiora down? Let's go for Kiora, just apply some pressure on them. And we can also discard this Terror of the Peaks. 2 Terror of the Peaks to discard. Okay, so this is good. I think with this, in this game, we have to also look for the Cavern of Souls because it's control. Unless they're tapped out, we just have to be patient and find the Cavern of Souls. Playing 1 Kavaero into open mana would pretty much, I think, be suicide. Get this down. Okay, we find the Cavern of Souls. Oof, I wish Kiora had gotten the threshold there. That would have been really good, because then they would have had to sweep up here. But I guess we have Kavaero, so we're fine. We have Kavaero, so we're fine. Okay, I'm not in a rush to play the Kavaero here. We're still trying to get this Bring of the Last Gift to the graveyard. Okay, we got it in the graveyard. I think we take the Overlord of the Baelmerk though. It's mill as much as we can, so we can try kill them immediately. Like, we're not under any real threat from them, and we can pull this trigger whenever we want. So long as we're not under threat, get lost, sure. Yeah, so long as we're not under threat, we can be very, very patient here. Okay, see, so now we will... Do we wait one more turn? You actually have to do the maths and see if it would kill them. This will probably kill them, right? I think that's enough to kill with double Terror of the Peaks. So my point is, in this situation, I think it might have been worth, if you didn't have enough creatures in the graveyard, you just play more patiently and get back something to keep milling stuff until you get enough creatures in the graveyard. I guess you just have to be careful of that they can somehow mill you in one shot. But okay, we'll do this. We'll go Spider, even though I don't think it will matter. I think we're going to win this turn if I haven't done the maths, but I'm trying to... like, my intuition tells me that this is enough damage. Maybe I'm wrong, but my intuition says that it is. Yeah, it's enough damage, right? 1, 2... This is insane. Keep going. This is like such the one thing that you don't get with like real magic, like paper magic, is like, like that just understanding that the game is over. You know, and then you just like both concede. I mean, sorry, the opponent just concedes. Like, you didn't have to go through every motion. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Opponent just stuck it out there. They were like, I don't care if the math says I'm dead. I'm just in case. I'm sitting here and checking it out. Okay, let me just reiterate, and I'm saying this more for myself because I find that when I say it out loud, it actually helps me. Like, the whole goal is to optimize getting the board state that you need. You have to look at your hand and situation and figure out how to optimize that. So this is good because we have lots of mill, and we can just bring this in tapped. Yeah, we got lots of mill, and we need to find all our pieces though. But we got so much mill that you feel like we've got a good chance of doing it. So I think you go for the Dredge's Insight first, because everything here is 4, but the Dredge's Insight, first of all, like we've discussed, you have to find Kavaero, and we didn't have it there, so the Town Greeter is out of the question. But the Dredge's Insight over the Belmer, because it starts gaining you life. So might as well start gaining life and making sure that we try and survive long enough. That's my thinking there. Okay, opponent Ninjutsu Kaito. This is an interesting opponent. So we don't currently have Cavern of Souls. So I think the next logical thing is to drop the true Town Greeter. And then the Town Greeter gives us the best chance of finding the Cavern of Souls for next turn. So that's my thinking there. So that's what I mean when I talk about like how I'm learning how to navigate it on the fly. Okay, we don't find it, but that still maximize our chances. Like as you play more games, like you figure out these little tricks, and I'm finding that with this deck, that is like the key to maximizing your win percentage. I think we might as well block. So we're still digging for the, unless they tap out. Oh, they got the bat. I forgot about the bat. The bat is so sneaky. Oh, the bat is so sneaky. Damn, I forgot about the bat. I always forget about the bat. Yeah. Okay, in the other game it was actually revealed. This time it wasn't revealed, so I don't feel as silly. Cecil. Okay.
Aha. Now I know your weakness.
We find the thing that discards their hand that I put in there just for fun. Damn, okay, so we need to find another Kavaero. That's our priority right now. So we'll start with the Dredge's Insight again. We don't find Kavaero. I want Town Greeter because I might need to hunt for that Cavern of Souls. Okay, we find another Kavaero, but opponent knows about it, so they might have a way of dealing with it. And we need to hunt for Cavern of Souls if they're not going to kill us quickly enough. We're still on 22 life. So unless they tap out, we're not going to slam this Kavaero in. I feel like the chance that they have a counter is higher than the chance that they have another bat. Ooh, boy. Ooh, that changes everything. Oh, but the opponent tapped out. Oh, boy. Okay. The opponent tapped out there. Wait, do we even have, what do we have in the, I don't even know what we have in the graveyard. Okay, we're good. We got what we need in the graveyard. Did they play land for turn yet? I don't know. Oh, if they planned land for turn, they could still have the Phantom Interference. Okay, they had already played land for turn. Okay, opponent tapping out there. I think, obviously I don't know their hand, but I would not have dared to slam Kavaero into that board state. So I think that's a mistake by the opponent, if I'm being totally honest. That they should have realized that even if they don't have any interaction in hand, I'm not going to play anything into that board state. So they could have gotten themselves one more turn while I figure out whether they have something because what I would do is I would play my most impactful thing to see if they countered it other than Kavaero. And if they didn't counter, I'd be like, oh, they probably don't have a counter. So I would have spent one turn investigating their hand, and the opponent didn't realize that. So I think that might be a bit of a mistake on their side. Okay, it was nice to get the win there. Opponent goes first. Okay, so we have ways to dig. It's not ideal, but we have ways to dig and put stuff into the graveyard. Ah, it could be the rematch. Okay, so I think again, the first thing is hunting for Kavaero. That means Dredge's Insight because it maximizes our life gain. Kiora can get the Bridger, the Bringer of the Last Gift, Bridger. Okay, we take Kavaero. We got the Cavern of Souls as well. So right now my biggest fear is bats. That puts Drowner. So opponents realize that they have to win quick. I think that's why they would have made that play. Again, good play by the opponent. They're realizing that this Floodputs Drowner is not tapping anything. What do we want to do here? We need land, right? Does this give me land? Put a permanent card. We want land, please. We find land. Take land. I'm not going to play the Cavern of Souls just yet. I want them to not know that I have it. That way they might change their playstyle, try to apply more pressure. Be more susceptible to like tapping out. Okay, they didn't, so we just go for it now. Spider. Yes. Kavaero. Can't be countered. Get the Bringer. Kavaero destroys everything. Opponent's got a trick. They got like bounce spell. On the stack though, so we'll get all the creatures and all the triggers go off. It's insane. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about this the design of Kavaero. It's a bit wrong. Like for 4 mana to have the ability the reason MTG, I believe, created the whole difference between, enters the battlefield and cast from hand is because they realized that certain creatures were too powerful to be reanimated, and they've just given us a way to reanimate it for 4 mana. That's kind of ridiculous, right? Okay, starting to really enjoy this deck. Okay, we got Kavaero, opponent goes first. We have the Cavern of Souls if it's control. Okay, it's not control, we need to be quick here. So it's all about maximizing speed and minimizing life loss. So Dredge's Insight comes down first. Yeah, okay, so it's all about maximizing life gain right now. And getting as much stuff. Okay, we got the Bringer. That's good. Take land. Keep everything else down there. Next turn, we cash grab. Plenty of life here. I think we're okay. We're okay here. Oh. Should be thinking about maximizing my life gain with the Dredge's Insight right now. That's a mistake on my side. I might have been able to maximize my life gain somehow. That's something else I've got to learn. So, whenever you mill... Okay, so we gain 2 life here, right? No, what? Whenever one or more artifacts or creatures leaves your graveyard. Whoops, so I should have maybe taken a creature out. Oh, if I lose this turn by 2 life, I could have had 2 more life. Oh, opponent could have... Wow, okay. I need to... Let me just make sure I don't put down... wait. Oh, wait, I got the Cavern. I was like, do all my lands come in tapped? This doesn't matter, but I'm just doing it for good practice. We're probably still going to be dead here, right? Because nothing gains us life in this deck when it comes down. Oh yes, the Dredge's Insights gain us life. Okay. So now I'm going to take creatures out my... I'm going to take creatures to maximize my life gain. Okay, that's important. When you're playing aggro, like, optimize also your life gain with the Dredge's Insight. I wasn't thinking about that too much until this game. Okay, so we got life, and now it's all about gaining life with Dredge's Insight. Lightning Helix. Oh, opponent scoops. Oof, I was like, do they have another one? Do they have... Okay. Okay, I'm gonna pilot this deck to Platinum. You know, with this deck, I think you can be confident to say that, you know, you can get to Platinum with this deck. You can never predict how long it will take, but you can, you know, it's strong. It's strong. Yeah, there's a couple of lines you have to learn, and as you optimize the little patterns, you will squeeze out more wins. But like, even without optimal navigation, you can still, you know, do pretty well with this deck without thinking too much, I think. So, okay, we need to find... Okay, so we're maximizing life gain, and we're looking for Kavaero. We'll take the Overlord here. We haven't found Kavaero yet, so we need all our dig. If you had Kavaero, you keep the Overlord down. Gotta get the starting town down now, right? So, do we go for the Overlord? Does it matter? Is there a better option between the Overlord and the Cash Grab? This is any permanent? This is any permanent? I don't think there's any difference, is there? Is this whenever... Okay, it's not only on your turn. Okay, so I don't think there's any difference there. Essence Channeler. Okay, this is the first creature that comes down that puts us under threat. And still haven't found this Kavaero. And they get the buff. Wow, next turn they get the buff from the binding. Wow, so we have to hit it now. Doesn't matter how much life we gain, we don't hit Kavaero. Oh, damn. We could still top deck it. Top deck it? Top deck it? No, we don't top deck it. So 13. We're just dead, right? Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. Don't have it. And that's the puzzle. Like optimizing your moves to get to that Kavaero as quickly as possible. And sometimes you play the puzzle optimally, but you just like your opponent just beats you before you can solve it. Welcome back. So I'm not going to be doing the regular outro that I do where I talk about the strengths and weaknesses of a deck. I will do that, but only at the end of the series. So at the end of the series, I'll discuss what I learned, what I like about the deck, what I don't like about the deck, etc., etc. But for now, let me just remind you of the next steps. So I didn't hit Platinum, which means that there's going to be at least one more video coming out. So there'll be a video part 2 coming out sometime during the week. As a reminder, it will not be in place of any of the other videos that I do. It'll just be an additional video that I release sometime during the week. And there might be a part 3 and a part 4 and a part 5, right? I'm not going to reveal that just yet. But all you know for now is that because I didn't hit Plat, there will be one more video coming out at least. And I'm curious to see if you guys like the idea, resonate with it. And I do hope, though, either way that you enjoyed today's content. But that'll be it. And if you did enjoy it, do hit the subscribe button and stay tuned because there's going to be more Nostalgic Necro coming soon.